What if the legends are real? From the haunted pine barrens of New Jersey to the darkest corners of the world, Shadow Myths uncovers the truth behind the stories that haunt our imaginations. Join us as we dive into the chilling tale of the Jersey Devil, a cursed creature born of despair and bound to the land for centuries. But this is just the beginning. Subscribe to Shadow Myths and explore the mysteries that lurk in the shadows, where folklore meets reality and the line between myth and truth blurs. Are you ready to face the unknown? The Jersey Devil, a tale of the Pine Barrens. The Pine Barrens of New Jersey are a vast, eerie expanse of dense forest, winding rivers, and silent marshes. For centuries, this remote wilderness has been the setting for countless tales of mystery and terror. But none is more infamous than the legend of the Jersey Devil. This creature, said to be a cursed hybrid of beast and demon, has haunted the imaginations of locals and visitors alike for over 300 years. But is it merely a myth, or is there something more sinister lurking in the shadows of the pines? The legend begins. The story of the Jersey Devil dates back to 1730 in the small settlement of Leeds Point. A woman named Mother Leeds, already burdened with 12 children, discovered she was pregnant with her 13th. Overwhelmed by despair and frustration, she cursed the unborn child, declaring, "Let this one be a devil." When the child was born, it appeared normal at first, but within moments, the infant transformed into a grotesque creature with the head of a horse, the wings of a bat, and the hooves of a goat. It let out a blood-curdling scream and flew up the chimney, disappearing into the night. From that day forward, the Jersey Devil was said to roam the Pine Barrens, terrorizing anyone who crossed its path. Over the years, sightings of the creature became a staple of local folklore. Farmers reported finding their livestock mutilated, travelers spoke of hearing unearthly screams in the night, and children whispered tales of glowing red eyes watching them from the trees. The legend grew, and the Jersey Devil became a symbol of fear and mystery. The modern encounter. In the summer of 2023, a group of 5 friends, Ethan, Mia, Jake, Sarah, and Chris, decided to spend a weekend camping in the Pine Barrens. They were drawn by the allure of the wilderness and the thrill of possibly encountering the legendary Jersey Devil. Armed with cameras, flashlights, and a healthy dose of skepticism, they set up camp near the edge of the forest. The first night passed without incident. They told ghost stories around the campfire, laughed at the absurdity of the Jersey Devil legend, and fell asleep under the stars. But on the second night, everything changed. It started with a sound, a high-pitched, almost human scream that echoed through the trees. Ethan, the most skeptical of the group, dismissed it as an animal. But then they heard it again, closer this time, accompanied by the sound of something large moving through the underbrush. "Did you hear that?" Mia whispered, her voice trembling. "Yeah," Jake replied, gripping his flashlight tightly. "But it's probably just a deer or something." As if in response, the scream came again, louder and more piercing. The group huddled together, their bravado fading as the reality of their situation set in. Suddenly, a shadowy figure emerged from the trees, its glowing red eyes fixed on them. The creature was unlike anything they had ever seen. It stood on 2 legs, its body covered in dark, matted fur. Its wings were folded against its back, and its elongated face resembled that of a horse with sharp teeth glinting in the moonlight. The Jersey Devil let out another ear-splitting scream and lunged toward them. The group scattered, running blindly through the forest. Ethan tripped and fell, his camera slipping from his hands. As he scrambled to his feet, he caught a glimpse of the creature hovering above him, its wings spread wide. He froze, paralyzed by fear, but the Jersey Devil simply stared at him for a moment before letting out a guttural growl and flying off into the night. The investigation. The next morning, the group returned to the campsite, shaken but unharmed. They found Ethan's camera lying in the dirt, its lens cracked but still functional. When they reviewed the footage, they were stunned to see a clear image of the Jersey Devil, its eyes glowing like embers in the darkness. Determined to uncover the truth, they reached out to a local historian named Dr. Evelyn Carter, who had spent decades studying the folklore of the Pine Barrens. Dr. Carter listened to their story with keen interest and agreed to help them investigate. Together, they ventured deeper into the forest, following the trail of strange footprints and broken branches left by the creature. As they explored, Dr. Carter shared her theories about the Jersey Devil. She believed that the legend was rooted in a combination of historical events, natural phenomena, and human psychology. But she also acknowledged that there were aspects of the story that defied explanation. Some say the Jersey Devil is a manifestation of the land's dark energy, she explained. Others believe it's a guardian spirit, protecting the Pine Barrens from those who would exploit or destroy it. And then there are those who think it's simply a misunderstood creature, trying to survive in a world that fears it. The truth revealed. As the group delved deeper into the forest, they began to experience strange phenomena, unexplained noises, sudden drops in temperature, and a pervasive feeling of being watched. One night, as they camped near an abandoned cabin, they were awakened by the sound of scratching at the door. Ethan cautiously opened the door, revealing the Jersey Devil standing just outside. But this time the creature did not attack. Instead, it let out a low, mournful cry and gestured for them to follow. Against their better judgment, they obeyed. The creature led them to a hidden cave, its entrance concealed by thick vines. Inside, they found a collection of strange artifacts, ancient tools, carved stones, and what appeared to be a journal written in an unknown language. Dr. Carter examined the journal and realized it was written by Mother Leeds herself. The entries detailed her despair and guilt over cursing her child, as well as her attempts to undo the curse. She had discovered that the Pine Barrens were a place of immense spiritual power, and she believed that by harnessing this energy, she could free her child from its monstrous form. But something had gone wrong. The ritual had not only failed, but had also bound the creature to the land, transforming it into the Jersey Devil. The journal ended with a plea for forgiveness and a warning to anyone who might seek to disturb the balance of the Pine Barrens. The legacy. The group left the cave with a newfound understanding of the Jersey Devil's origins. They realized that the creature was not a malevolent monster, but a tragic figure, cursed to roam the forest for eternity. They decided to keep their discovery a secret, fearing that public knowledge of the cave and its contents would lead to exploitation and destruction. As they made their way back to civilization, they couldn't shake the feeling that the Jersey Devil was still watching over them. They knew that the legend would continue to haunt the Pine Barrens, but they also knew that the truth was far more complex than the stories suggested. Years later, Ethan published a book about their experience, titled Shadow Myths: The Truth Behind the Jersey Devil. It became a bestseller, sparking renewed interest in the legend and inspiring countless debates about the nature of folklore and the power of belief. But for those who had encountered the Jersey Devil firsthand, the story was more than just a myth. It was a reminder that some mysteries are best left unsolved, and that the line between reality and legend is often thinner than we think. And so, the legend of the Jersey Devil endures, a haunting reminder of the power of the unknown and the enduring allure of the Pine Barrens. Whether it is a cursed child, a guardian spirit, or something else entirely, one thing is certain: the Jersey Devil will continue to roam the shadows, a symbol of the mysteries that lie just beyond our understanding.